It seems like wherever you go and wherever you turn, people are talking about climate change and what to be done to be stopping sea levels rising, rising temperatures, as well as overall damage to the planet. And I know this seems like an issue for corporations, companies and governments to deal with, but everyone can play a part in lowering carbon emissions and everyone can play a part in being more sustainable. Today I will be talking to you about some of the things that Portsmouth as a city does to be more sustainable, as well as some of the things that you yourself, although it may be small, you can do yourself in order to be more sustainable. Portsmouth aims to be a net zero, zero emission city by the end of 2040, and this means taking necessary steps to reducing our carbon footprint, reducing emissions, because if you hadn't noticed, we're on an island city, and that means rising sea levels, rising temperatures is bad for the local environment, it's bad for the ecology of this area, and so therefore we want to take the steps to reduce that.
So, here are 5 ways to be more sustainable. 1. Reduce your carbon footprint by walking, cycling or using public transport. The less cars on the road where possible and the more alternatives like public transport being used, the lower our carbon footprints are. 22% of carbon emissions in Portsmouth are caused by transport, so cutting down on that where possible has massive benefits. In Portsmouth there is a free bus service for all students called the U1, which you can access, which goes all around the city and past all of the university buildings, meaning you can easily get around. Just show your student card and you're good to go. Equally, everything is accessible in the city via a 10 to 15 minute walk, which is even more of a reason to walk on a sunny day. 2. Thrift shopping and charity shops. A great way to be more sustainable is by buying clothes second-hand at thrift shops. There are so many used clothes in great condition that by buying them you are not only being more sustainable but also saving yourself money in the long run. There are a number of places that students can buy cheaper clothes in thrift shops, such as on Albert Road, which is a great selection of shops to choose from. 3. Recycling. Another way to reduce waste is to ensure you recycle properly and being more conscious of the waste you produce. By reducing waste and disposing of it properly, you reduce carbon emissions and keep the area green. Also, even better than using recyclable items is using reusable items such as a plastic water bottle. 4. When it comes to washing, be more sustainable by doing washes on eco mode where possible, as that prevents you wasting as much water, and using an air rack to dry your clothes afterwards rather than wasting electricity and power on a tumble dryer wash. 5. Save energy where possible by keeping your heating turned off where you can and instead opting for putting on additional layers of clothing, equally turning off the lights and other appliances when they're not in use, as that helps to cut down on wasted power. Although it may be difficult in halls, by working together with your flatmates or with your housemates or if you're older years, you can recycle where possible and turning off appliances and lights in shared spaces, and it just takes working together and being considerate of one another to achieve this. By setting up rotas and goals and ensuring everyone pitches in, you can achieve this.
Okay, and yes, so that was just a few of the things that you can do in your day-to-day life to make a sustainable difference. And although those things may seem quite small, they might seem quite insignificant, for one person to do, but if everyone contributes and everyone does those kind of things, they can help make changes to lower carbon emissions, they can help make the spaces they live in a lot greener, and they can be a lot more sustainable.